So good morning or good afternoon, ma'am. We are the fourth reporter. So before we'll begin, I want to introduce myself first. I am Marjorie Pilapil, the leader and the first reporter. So our topic that we will discuss is all about the chapter 16 entitled Social and Cultural Change. So when you say social, it is the way we socialize or interact to each another. Culture or pangkultura, or our culture, customs, and social behavior of society, the study of humankind in particular. Change is pagbabago. In 21st century has brought about unprecedented changes. Change is something universal and it occurs in society, culture, and personality. So, we will already know what is social and cultural change, right? So what is social change and cultural change? So anthropologists and sociologists have been observing these changes taking place. Sociologists' main interest is in social change, while anthropologists is in cultural change. So why sociologists' main interest is social change and anthropologists is cultural change? So social change is a process by which whole societies, social institutions, patterns of interactions, work, and leisure activities, rule, norms are altered or modified by Canlin 1984. So, social change. So, dagan kayo og nagbago sa atuang kaning social change. The way we interact to each another. Kaya sa una, di ba wala pa yung mga technologies like that, mga cellphone nga, pwede ta maka-communicate dito, pwede ta maka-call sa lain-lain na itong mga friends or families. So, sa una, in way back, basta sa una, kay, kuan kaning face-to-face din sila, kay dili pa uso sa una ang mga technologies or anything, gadgets that naakaroon. So, next is the cultural change. Cultural change refers to alteration in technology or emerge in new values. Include here are the changes in tools and material culture. Say changes in the norms, values, and knowledge, changes in norms of morality, ethics, and such. So sa una, lahi ra gyud ang mga gipanggamit nga mga tools and material culture. Kay nag-emerge naman tanananda sa 21st century, so lahi gyud atong mga personality sa atoang norms, values, and knowledge nga gipang naandan sa atoang kinabuhi. So peasant societies in the rural areas change slowly, while industrial societies like the United States and Japan change fast. So ang industrial societies like US and Japan, so mo gyud sila ang pinaka dali mo evolve ilahang technology or fast ka ilahang mga ilang changes sa ilang society, kay sa ilang man na sila ang pinaka high level nga tawag ani nga paspas mo evolve ilang societies like sa ilang mga technologies, sa ilang mga materials na ipanggamit or mga the way sila mohimo og mga technology nga bago. Then there are the societies where changes occur slowly at the beginning and then are accelerate in its speed. They may be observed in the so-called tiger economics like Thailand, Malaysia, South Korea, Hong Kong, lastly, Philippines. So, muna sila mga lugar nga ningkuan siya sa una, slow pa ilahang mga changes. Pero the way kung kabalo man ta mo adapt sa mga basta makabalo din ta sa mga laing mga butang sa tuang societies dali gyud ma-adapt. So nagkuan ta nagsugod ta sa slowly ta nag-changes sa atong societies dayon nagkapaspas na po siya kay nakuha naman nato na adapt naman nato ang ilhang kung unsa sila magbuhat sa isa ka technology or unsa pa diha nga buhaton. So next is the societies by subsistence patterns. Societies by subsistence pattern. Societies may be classified according to their subsistence or how they secure the basic necessities in life, food, and clothing. There are 5 subsistence patterns according to Livan 2001. There are namely hunting and gathering societies, pastorism, horticulture, and agricultural societies and industrialized societies. So when we say hunting and gathering societies, there are groups that compose 60 members. Hunting, when we say hunting, some members go out to search for food. The men usually hunt first, make or repair weapons, while the women gather fruit, make clothes, and do the clothing. When children are physically able, they help the chores of the elders. So, hunting and gathering society. So, kabalo naman taon sa ng hunting, no? So, sa una daw, kay, ang mga lalaki ang mo kuha sa mga pagkaon nila. Like, they hunt, fish, and make, so, they hunt to make food. And then, sila po ang nag-repair some such weapon nga ilang gamiton. While the woman na pod, sila ang mag-gather sa mga fruits and make clothes. Sila ang kung sa tuwa pa karon magtahi sa mga sanina nga ilang pagsuoton. Then, ang children po sa una, kung mayo po lang lawas or sila og abilidad, magtabang po sila sa ilahang mga ginikanan or the older. So, lahi ra ka sa unang sa karon kay murag kasagaran na kayo murag kuan na kaning equal na tanan kay ang babae ug lalaki na ang magbuhat sa tanan or mabuhat na nila kung unsa ilang gusto buhaton. And the children also. And next, gathering societies, there are no specialized leadership rule. The groups decide by consensus what activities to undertake. Likewise, the group decide on the case of violation of their rules. So, kanin sila ang hunting and gathering societies, nag-on po ni sila. Di ba na 60 members man ni sila sa isa grupo. So, na sila gathering societies. So, kung mag-ano sila, kung nadaw sila buhatong violation, na consequence. Like, mag-ano sila, like, social control is administered by the whole group. So, kung nakabuhatong nga violation, yung kaning consequence nga kuan like ghoship, ridicule, ostracism, and extreme cases. So, kung mubuhat ka ani nagyud kay consequence nga buhaton. So, ang kaning nga grupo sila sa una kay wala sila mga rules nga gisunod, but kung gisunod pero nasa limitation sa pagbuhat sa isa ka butang. Like, these 4 that I mentioned are form of social control in the group. So, muna ang social control sa ilahang grupo. Nga, dapat ilahang pag-gossip, ridicule, and ostracism, and extreme cases, muna ang dapat na sila control. Ani, pwede sila mag-chismis diha or dapat na sila limitation. Muna ilahang pagkuhan sa gathering societies. So, pastorism is a form of animal where domesticated animals known as the livestock are released onto large vegetated outdoor land for grazing. So, pastorism mo ni ang mga grupo or mga tao nga maghunt sila og mga food daghanon nila kay aron na sila i-stock aron dili na sila kung gutman sila or na sila mga kuan busy nang isen, so na sila mga kuha nga food dayon kay nag-stock naman sila daan. So mana ang pastorism nga pasabot. Horticulture, this type is of agriculture where the members cultivate plants such as rice and other grains or fruit, vegetables, and ornamental plants. The members have a surplus of food. So, muna sila ang grupo nga magtanom og mga pagkaon like rice, vegetable, or mga fruit. Muna sila ang this type of agriculture where members cultivate plants such as rice. So, muna siya ang horticulture. Muna ilang mga pangbuhaton sa isa ka society. Muna ilang mga buhaton sa isa ka member diri sa societies by subsistence pattern. Muna sila ang isa ka grupo nga sila ang magtanom or mag tanom og mga prutas o vegetable. So, agriculture societies, mo ni siya, part po ni siya sa societies by subsistence pattern. Also known as agrarian societies are communities whose economy is based on producing and maintaining crops and farmland. So, mo ni sa isa ka grupo nga, isa ka societies by subsistence pattern, part po ni siya nga sila ang mag-maintain nga when say agriculture societies, so kabalo na taong sa ng agriculture, no? So industrialized societies is characterized of mass production in factories to produce vast amount of goods. So industrial societies mo sila mga nagamit sila og mga machine nung mag-sustain og mga food or magbuhat og mga goods na ilang mga paggamiton. So next is the theories of social change. Influenced by the ideas Charles Darwin on biological evolution, the proponent of the evolutionary theory hold the societies undernet the progress development toward the advanced state. Anthropologists who first studied industrial societies theorize the societies started in simple or primitive. However, the 21st century New evolutionary theories argued that there are multiple paths of societal change depending on certain circumstances. Theorists believe that there are two great periods in historical of group system of culture. First is Geminis chart. And second is Giselle's chart. When I say Geminis chart, it is the rural communities of societies where there is estimate personal, private, and exclusive living. It is based on natural will. While the Giselle's chart characterizes the cosmopolitan urban life is made up of impersonal, industrial, constructual, rationalized relationship, and division of labor based on specialization. The members are guided by national will held in convention, legislation, and public opinion. So, that is the theories of social changes. Then, the next will be the Ms. Ranas to explain more the theories of social change. So, that's all for my report for today.
Good day, ma'am. I am the second reporter. I am Raiza Mayer Tiranas, and my topic is all about structural functionalist theory. The assumption held by most functionalist theories is that as societies develop, they become more complex and interdependent. As ang societies evolve, they become more complicated and interdependent, and they require specialized rules and institutions for stability. This means na as they develop, societies nag-rely sila on interconnected parts working together to meet diverse needs and maintain functioning. Societies, according to Talcott Parson, remain in equilibrium or maintain the status quo unless something external interfere like new technology. So, ingon pa si Talcott Parson na ang societies daw kay it stays stable unless external factors like new technology nga ga-istorbo nila. And this means that societies aim sila to maintain their status quo, but they can adapt to changes from outside influences. And Parson believe nga ang societies kay na ay mechanisms to preserve stability pero they may adjust to new technologies or new innovations. Karl Marx, the exponent of their theory, sees societies as in a flux. Its element and structural form are always in continuous change, resulting in conflicts between the workers and the owners of production. So Marx says nga ang societies kay constantly changing with conflicts arising between different groups like workers and capitalists. He believes nga kani nga conflicts kay essential siya for progress and societal change. as they drive transformation towards a fair society. According to Marx, without kaninga conflicts, uh, society would stagnate or mag-stop siya and fail to evolve towards greater equality and justice. According to Marx, there are two or more social classes in capitalist theory: the bourgeoisie, who are the capitalists or the propertied class, and the proletariat, made up of laborers or the working class. So, ang bourgeoisie, it includes the factory owners, CEOs of the companies, and investors. So, mo ni siya ang mga dako-dako, they own the means of production and sila nangabayad sa mga workers. While ang proletariat, mo ni siya ang mga members sa working class or ang mga katrabaho. Critics point out that capitalist and highly industrialized society, socialism did not flourish. In fact, instead of abolition of the middle class, the opposite resulted strengthening. So, ang critics dili ga-argue nga ang sa capitalist o ang highly industrialized society, socialism did not flourish or wala siya ga thrive contrary to the abolition or trying to get rid of something sa middle class. It actually strengthened due to economic growth and opportunities, and additionally ang bourgeoisie and ang proletariat have become more diverse and heterogeneous rather than evolving into homogeneous, uh, reflecting sa complexity sa modern societies and the blurring of traditional class boundaries. According to the proponents of rise and fall of societies, there is no simple direction in social change, rather than change is one of the rise and fall. So, yun pa din, no, according to the proponents of the rise and fall of societies, there is no simple direction to societal change. So, ang pagbago daw kay about sa pag-angat at pagbagsak. It means ang mga lipunan kay moagi jud siya og mga kalisod sa mga part nga pag-angat or sa fame, and let's say sa pagbagsak, and lastly of course sa pagbago. Kani siya nga way kay dili jud makita ang pag-unlad at pagbabago sa isa ka lipunan. Changes in societies and patterns of interaction are often related to changes in the culture, such as the alteration in technology or the introduction of new values. There are certain characteristics of social culture change. So first is we have social change is a natural. It comes part of every society, and it happens everywhere from place to place. Even ang mga tasadays or ang mga cave dwelling people, mga indigenous people, they showed some changes in later years. After some time, nakita na sila nga found to be wearing t-shirts and had steel-bladed knives and smoked cigars. And some societies change faster than others. Uh, People in food gathering and hunting societies or those living in rural areas changes slower than those in urban areas or technologically advanced society. Next is social change is sometimes intentional but often unplanned. So when ang automobile was invented, ang purpose ani was for facilitating travel at a shorter period of time. Wala sila ga-intend ani for changing sa dating patterns sa mga youth sa like sa amua or scattering family members in different parts of the country or threatening the environment. Ang computer, it certainly facilitated for communication, pero it was never planned for use in courtship or for showing pornographic materials. Social change sometimes generate controversy. So, ang social change can be controversial. Na siya both positive and negative effects about sa advancement in technology benefit capitalists but may worry workers about sa ilang job security, industrial progress process, environmental threats like ang sa nuclear plants and mining sites, concerns about the impact on the environment and communities drive resistance to these changes. Some changes are more important than others. So some changes are more significant than others. Trends like fads are short-lived, while inventions such as computers have lasting impacts. Computers provide access to information, research, and have a professional applications. However, they can deter reading, impact personal interactions, and displace workers.
So, good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Edwidge Isatlat, and my topic is all about the source of social change. Source of social change. Social and cultural change is usually the product of a complex interpretation among many factors. This result of the interplay of various social and non-social factors like the geographical environment, the people's motor skills, and the other disabilities. Technologically, the values and beliefs of people, social organizations, and social norms being about changes in people's values, behavior, pattern, and in the culture of structure of the society. So social change. When we talk about social change, it talks about the changes of our community, of our surrounding, and in our society. So, according to Zanden 1993 and Hicks and Gwen 1994, there are sources of social change. So first, the influence of the environment. So, people make adaptations to their environment and adapt certain to mechanism, their social organization, and technology. Nevertheless, a drastic change in the natural environment causes people to make the appropriate changes in their social organization. So, natural environment. So, when we talk about natural environment, the best example here is the floods, the earthquake that we are facing right now. Like now, Caroline, so we are facing a strong index of heat. So, because of the tungod sa mga ipambuhat sa ubang tao, they're cutting trees like that. Wala na yung makapugong sa kainit, o wala na yung makapugong sa floods. So, wala na yung makapugong sa kainit sa atong panahon. That's why we are prone to the different kinds of changes, the climate change that we are facing right now. So, number 2. Population change. An abrupt or rapid change in the size, composition, and distribution of population affects the cultural and social structure. When the trust of the government will be on the care of young people, this will mean also a small proportion of adults working and more dependents, less producers, and more consumers. So, population change. The best example here is like in the cities. So, sa cities, you can see there many squatters areas because of kanang kanang wala na dili na igo ang ang government ka mo sustain og mga foods, shelters, clothes sa mga tao because nagkadaghan na ang mga tao, overpopulated na. So there are a social change happened in that. There is a change in and changing of our. So the third one is the conflict and change. Conflict and change. Tension and conflict within the society is also a source of change, as was mentioned early in the chapter of Marx proclaimed that class struggle between the capitalists and workers is the engine that changed societies from historical era to another would lead to a socialist system of production. So, conflict and change. So, in a certain society, kung dili magkahiusa ang katawhan, there would be a tendency na it will lead into a war. The misunderstanding, kung dili ma-solve ang misunderstanding, so mag-lead siya into a war. Mag-lead siya into conflict. So, like for example, the best example here in the conflict and change is the law that Marcos published, which is the martial law. So, because sa wala pagkasinabot sa mga katawhan, nag-publish siya og law, which is the martial law, para lang makontrol niya ang mga tao. Kasi ang mga tao, dili na niya kayang i-control with his words lang. So, nangita siya pamaagi nga makontrol niya. So, wala na siya ilaing pamaagi kung dili nag-publish na lang siya og martial law. So, tungod sa martial law, nagkawatak-watak ang panginabuhi sa ubang tao. Nga nag-lead siya og ang panghitabo naka-apekto siya sa ubang tao. So, nawad-an sila balay, nawad-an sila panginabuhi nga nag-lead into changes in their life. Naghatag siya og kabaghuan sa tanan. So, that is the best example in the conflict and change. So, the fourth one is ideas and change. Max Weber has contributed to understanding of the role of ideas in social change. He traced the roots of social change to the world of ideas. He supported his arguments by showing that people with charisma can initiate change, particularly in politics, religion, through their ideas or messages that sometimes influence the whole world. So, ideas and change. So, here in ideas and change, kasagaran, makuan dyan siya sa mga taong utukan. Mga inventors, so, scientists. So, this is their kanang mga tao nga kaya nilang mahimo ug dili angay nga himuon. So, like for example, the inventors. So, the first one is they invent the internet. So, sa internet, sa millennial karon in our generation today, so, dili na kay takuan sa mga sulat-sulat. So, prone na ta sa new technology karon, which is giimbento sa mga inventors ang internet. So, ang internet, naghatag siya og kanang mas napadali ang atong panginabuhi, mas napadali ang atong pakikipag-communication. Kasi sa una, sulat-sulat lang, dugay kay maabot, no? Nagtento siya 2 months, 3 months, ay madawat sa imo gisulatan ang gusto nimo ipaabot. So, karon minutes lang. maka-communicate na ta to our loved ones nga layo sa ta, far away from us. So through internet dako kay siya matabang sa ato ang pangadlaw-adlaw nga panginabuhi, especially as a student. Kasi karon more on Google, more on research, ang mga ideas nga dili nato masabtan ato na lang i-research through Google. So that's why kanang mga procedures nga atong buhaton, so ma-research na lang nato siya sa YouTube. So that's why na jud kay sa tuwa ang mga ideas nga gipagawas sa mga inventors nato. That is what we call ideas and change. So number 5, collective behavior. Collective behavior, of course,